But one thing that I noticed that was while the market was selling off, the semiconductors like NVDA and AMD, they actually didn't sell off. So at the open, NVDA really held, AMD as well, they really held. And I eventually traded the 1 minute open range breakup on NVDA. So as you see, alright guys, good morning everybody. This is Andrew. I'm going to do a quick recap. Today was a weird day. Market was gapping down. And most of the move actually happened in the pre-market. And then at the open, it traded in a very narrow range. But one thing that I noticed that was while the market was selling off, the semiconductors like NVDA and AMD, they actually didn't sell off. So at the open, NVDA really held, AMD as well, they really held. And I eventually traded the 1 minute open range breakup on NVDA. So as you see here, so that's the 1 minute. So it closes as a doji. I was thinking of potentially going long on that. Really never really came above the 1 minute until minute number 4 when we came with volume above the VWAP. And I went long and I took this scalp on it, and then I got stopped out at the break even. After that, it just went down and it went up, and eventually broke out. And that was a sign for me that these market internals that Jared is talking about, that why the overall market is selling off, but these semiconductors like NVDA and AMD are not selling off. And SPY and QQQ and IWM were actually weaker than QQQ, which usually the Qs are selling off more. But in this particular case, this divergence between them was very interesting to me. So IWM is down 2%, SPY 2%, Dow Jones 2%, but Qs were reaping higher. So we tried to catch a reversal on TQQ as well. So Brian took this double bottom reversal on that. He's gonna mention that at around here. So this double bottom, I went long after we got the VWAP, which is kind of a late entry because Brian entry was here. But again, we got this scalp here and I got stopped out. And I really should have stopped trading it because that was a good move. But I tried it 2 more times and both of them I got stopped out. Eventually I had this loss on it on yeah, so eventually I lost $1,000 on TQQ as well here. But even now it's moving up. I don't know if it can actually hold it the way that it's going up. Actually, the way that it's squeezed up, you wouldn't be surprised if it goes green for the day. Tesla was at the open was really weak. That was much weaker than the rest of the market. I tried to go short here on Tesla. I kind of chased, not to chase it, but I just missed a good move on a 1 minute open range breakdown on it. So this one was a 1 minute open range breakdown. I kind of missed this move, so that's why I went here with a small size and see if you can get the next move. And that's the problem. When you chase it, the risk to reward is kind of messed up, and that's not a good trade. And that's why I didn't take that trade. After that, I tried to go long on it, so on the double bottom, but again it was too early. I got stopped out with a loss and when you sold off. So my day was it's like probably a $2,000 day or $1,500 day because I had this SPXL that I sold it from last week. So that was it. Brian, how was your day?
No, it was pretty good. I was noticing the same thing you were noticing. The semis seem to be and the TQQ seem to be performing a little better than than say the SPY and the other indexes. So I ended up trading. My best trade probably was MU. I noticed it sold off going into the open, but then it popped right back up. And I just kept an eye on it. And then eventually I started, noticed it was going to start to break out there. So I got an entry around 52.81, and it just and I sold all the way up to the previous day high, which was Friday's high, which was just around 54. So again, just keeping an eye on things that looked like they're performing strong, and MU's just gone through 55, which I guess it was eventually going to get there. So yeah, anyway, overall it was a good day. And Lee was the other one I traded. Again, it's same sort of setup, just sold off a little bit at the open, and then it just kind of held, and then started to break out. So not as profitable a trade, but still, like I said, just waiting this morning for a move.
Yeah, so the market is SPY again is down 2%. It's just hovering around the VWAP. See what's going to happen. IWM is down 2% as well. QQQ is above the VWAP, and that's the most interesting part about it. But I'll see how it goes. It doesn't seem to me that market is going to rally for the green. I mean, it might just chop around here, but we'll see. It might stay directionless. Yeah, so to Tuesday, guys, we're going to have a full week of webinar. So this week, we're going to have, who's that in the Tuesday strategy? On the webinar, who's that? Today is Carlos. Carlos, pre-market analysis and risk management. So that's and next week is going to be Thor about the auction market theory. So guys, if you are really interested, just make sure to sign up to our elite program, trading terminal and simulator and replay, guys. If you're new in trading, make sure that you check it out as well. Anything from you, Brian?
Oh, that's it. Overall, it was just took a little patience this morning, not jump in anything, and yeah, eventually got some good setups for some trades. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you
Keep it
so
green,
much,
everyone.
guys. Have a good day and talk to you soon.